All hail the beard, it's your boy Big Beard B, and welcome back to Big Beard Business. Today we are doing some exploring of the world of fragrance. That's typically what we do here. And as a result, we're highlighting 5 luxury fragrance brands that are more accessible than you may think. When it comes to luxury, it's easy to assume that luxury means high price tag, but the fragrance companies we're talking about today are providing you luxury without breaking the bank. So let's hop right into the 5 fragrance brands that are more accessible than you think. Let's start this list off with Maison Margiela. You guys know about the replica series of fragrances out there, and this line of fragrances are really said to set out to evoke the spirit and memory of specific points in time. And in my opinion, they have done a wonderful job in doing just that. Despite being a luxury clothing designer, when it comes down to their fragrance line, Margiela has a wide range of travel options available for their customers. You can get travel size bottles, you can get full size bottles, and samples to experience everything that they have to offer. By doing so, that allows their customers to experience their nostalgic fragrances without having to splurge on a full-size bottle, although you likely would want to. If you're new to the Margiela replica line of fragrances, you may be interested in trying out with some of my personal favorites like Jazz Club, By the Fireplace, Sailing Day, Autumn Vibes, Under the Lemon Tree, and even Bubble Bath could be a great place to start. Now, Jo Malone is another fragrance brand to consider, and their name is synonymous with luxury and refinement. Known for their signature scents and layering combinations, Jo Malone is known to provide luxury fragrances at affordable options, especially when compared to niche brands in the market today. Just like Margiela, when we consider their colognes, body sprays, and travel sprays, that allows you to explore the entire line, again, without breaking the bank. Men looking to explore this line, try out some of my personal favorites like Velvet Rose and Oud, Wood Sage and Sea Salt, Myrrh and Tonka, and Oud and Bergamot. These fragrances are light, airy, smell magnificent, and, well, they garner compliments, so therefore I have to rock them over and over again. Another house out there some of you may consider is that of Imaginary Authors. Now, I first came across them maybe back in 2008, and I've been really a huge fan of them ever since, although I don't have a ton of their full bottle offerings. As the name would suggest, the fragrances within the Imaginary Authors collection are meant to inspire you like a good book. With their fragrances, they really embody fragrance with art, and then art as provocation. They want you to go out and do something, and these fragrances are great ways to inspire you, and they also have imaginary notes in each of their fragrances. Each fragrance was made to invigorate and excite and to take you along a journey, and like a good book, it's something you want to snuggle up next to. Some of my favorites, or one of my favorites, I've got to say this because it's really clear. My favorite fragrance from this house happens to be that of Saint Julep. It smells like ice shavings, an amazing scent, and I'm also been hearing a lot about their waffle-based fragrance here. I gotta add that one to the collection. The 4th fragrance brand on our list today happens to be the House of Commodity. Now, Commodity, interestingly enough, was started with a Kickstarter campaign back in 2013 with the thought process of changing the way fragrances were made, and they have done just that. Throughout their short history of an overall fragrance company, they've seen a lot of ups, they've seen a lot of downs, but they've bounced back like champs, and their fragrances are still going strong. When I think of commodity fragrances, I think of fragrances that keep things simple, although their fragrances are complex. There's no smoke, no mirrors, no frills, just great quality fragrances built on passion. Consider a discovery set from the line. I'll leave some link down below, or you could try out some of my personal favorites like Velvet, Book, Wool, and Gold. And the final fragrance brand I want to talk to you about today comes from the house of Chris Collins. Now, Chris Collins Fragrance House is a US-based company, and they are built on making fragrances that are passionate, fragrances that incite desire, and fragrances that are based on freedom. And they have something for everyone, no matter if you're looking for a sensual gourmand or a masculine woody fragrance. Besides creating a sensual mood, Chris Collins fragrances are also made to tell the story of New York and Paris. And it does this by really intertwining the cultural exchange change between the Harlem Renaissance to where we are today. I was sent 2 fragrances from this brand back in 2017 or 2018, one of the two, and since then I've purchased the entire collection with my own money. They are that good. These fragrances stand out above and beyond a lot of fragrances out there because they bring quality, sophistication, class, desire, all of those things all in one place. If you're looking to try out some of these fragrances from this line, you could try a Long Kiss Goodnight, you could try African Rooibos, or you can start off with the fragrances that really built this brand, like Don Sauvage, Renaissance Man, and Harlem Nights. And there you have it. That's our list of 5 luxury fragrance brands that are more accessible than you think. Each of these fragrance brands offers quality, sophistication, and a wide range of fragrances that I would consider to be affordable, especially when you're looking at some of that higher end fragrance pricing, okay? Be sure to try these fragrances out. A lot of these can be found on websites like Sephora, and obviously they have their own websites as well, and you can try some of them in stores. So if you're a fragrance lover on a budget, be sure to try these out, especially if you want to stand out from the crowd, and I'll try to do my thing and find some discount codes. If I can get those, I will leave them linked and listed down below for you so you can save along the way. Listen, that's all I have for you today. Those are 5 luxury fragrance brands that are more accessible than you think, okay, or we're thinking, because you know now. Let me know some others down below that you think people out there watching this video would benefit from knowing. That's all I got for you today. As always, I'm your boy, Big B. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend that we are back again. And you already know what I need you to do. Just hit the goddamn bell.